Yeah.
All right, bro. All right, you got the recording sign?
Yeah, I got it.
You still agree for me to record this podcast
Yes.
and to release this podcast on various different platforms?
Yes.
All right, then here we go, man. Everybody, welcome to Blanco's Conversations podcast. I have Brandon, aka Sergeant Robinson, here. So let me explain real quick how we met. We both served a while ago in different branches. We got out for like 6-7 years. We didn't know each other. And then we joined the Army. We decided to come back in after a long break. And we ended up going to basic training together, man.
Yeah.
You remember that experience, dude?
Yeah, I remember. That was a totally different experience from the Marine Corps boot camp for me, man. It was a lot. It was a lot different, man. And the thing that, which you understand, the discipline.
Yeah.
This level, I was like, this. it was. I don't know. The discipline level and the soldiers and some of the drill sergeants, not all, but some of them, discipline level is like, and the respect and the disrespect they give towards each other, and you know how they throw people under the table, under the bus. It's like, it's a lot different from the Marine Corps.
So yeah, I can't speak on the Marine Corps. Like, you know, I came from the Navy.
Yeah.
And the thing that I noticed, first off, the first thing that I noticed, because, you know, the drill sergeant used to come to us and talk to us and stuff, because we were kind of, you know, separated really from the newbies who just got in. The thing that I noticed is that a lot of them were so young. And, you know, most of them didn't even have 10 years. You know, they had about like 6-8 years of service of something like that. So when I went in to the Navy back in the late 90s, every drill instructor that I had probably had about like 14, 15, 16 years in service. And they were like in their 30s, you know, like 35 or something like that. That's the biggest difference. I remember how young all the drill sergeants were, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It was about the same in the Marine Corps, my Marine Corps boot camp. The drill instructors are like, they were in their 30s. It was in the early 30s. They've been in for like 10 years, 10 to 12 years. And I know with that, like in the Marine Corps, the drill instructor, it's pretty, like just to be a drill instructor is pretty intense, you know, just to try to go into that aspect of the Marine Corps. But yeah, I mean, the age wise for the stuff they do with the Army, I don't know, the Army do stuff different. They do stuff a lot different, and we had to adjust to it. We had to adjust to it fast.
Yeah,
it was kind of hard. It was kind of hard for me. It was kind of hard for me. Yeah.
However hard it was for you, it was worse for me, man. Because at least the Marines is kind of similar, man. You guys use a lot of the same terminology, doing the same type of things. Yeah. Like I never rucked before. I was like, what? What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, that's a ruck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but yes, most of the terminology is like it's like 50-50 on both sides, the Army and the Marine Corps side, and all that stuff. Yeah, but like I don't know that like too much about the Navy, like the terminology of the Navy and all that stuff. But it's, to me, we all doing the same thing. We all have a job to do. We had a job to do, and just serving our country, you know. And I know that those 6 or 7 years when I was out, once I got out the Marine Corps, it's kind of rough. It's kind of hard for me, man. And I'm bouncing from security jobs, and like managers and people that don't show up to work, but I had to show up, and no respect level. And the one thing I didn't like, the security jobs I was working, it's like no, I can't. We're working in like dangerous areas. Have no weapon. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna risk my life for it.
They had you in the hood? Where'd they have you?
Yeah. And like these apartment buildings, like in like downtown Raleigh, and looking at and going to, excuse me, and securing like car lots, like big car lots and stuff. Yeah. Walking around by myself with no weapon, just a flashlight. Like you're
gonna roll up on somebody with a flashlight. Hey, I see you.
I see you. Like, I can't. I'm not risking my life for $9 an hour, and that's
How much they were paying you an hour?
$9 an hour, man.
Man, damn.
All right. So the most I went to was another security company. Was they were paying me like $12 an hour.
Okay, that's better.
But, But that's, man, the hours it was hard to get hours, man, because no one never quit that security job. And I only had like I get like 20 hours, 20 hours a week, 25 hours a week. I had to get, hey, let me work this weekend, Like, oh, we already got someone coming. Shit, like, I need to make money here. I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make money here, the benefits. I was like, no, I need something. I could do better than that, you know? Do better than that. And yeah, so that's when I decided to try to join just go in the Army. And I thought it was a long stretch. I thought, because I talked to the recruiter and he was like, oh, well, I could get you in 2 weeks. I thought he was lying. 2 weeks. And yeah, 2 weeks I'm in the hotel waiting the ship out. Waiting the ship out.
All right, crazy, let's take it back to the beginning, man. When you were young, did you join the Marines right after high school, or?
Not right after high school. I went down to Georgia. Went down to Columbus, Georgia. Tried to get into college down there for football. It's Columbus State University. Tried to get down there to play football, but that didn't work out. So it's like I went in the Marine Corps. I went in the Marine Corps like 3 months. 3 months after I graduated high school. So because the football didn't work out, and
you were like, "Fuck it," you just didn't have another backup plan.
Yeah. And the actual Marine Corps recruiter came all the way down from Raleigh, North Carolina, to Columbus, Georgia, to pick me up that same night. Once I said, "Hey, I'm ready to go," he's like, "Oh, you sure? Are we coming down there?" It was him and another drill instructor, another recruiter.
He had to make that quota. That's what happened. He needed that quota.
Made it. He made it. He's like, "I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna get you." Yeah, we're gonna.
We going.
He got me. They got me. So and from there, I think I had a month. Like to see all my family and stuff before I shipped out to Paris. So I shipped out December. It was like October. Then I had that whole month of November to get ready. So December 3rd, 2006, I shipped out to Paris Island. Man, once I was down. It was me and 4 other guys. We was in a van, and then we all everyone met up, like everyone that's on the East Coast. If you're on the East Coast, you go to Paris Island, and the western side, you go to San Diego. So we all met up. We all got on the bus. Then we had to once we got on the bus and once we rode into the Paris Island, we had to. They told hey, put your heads down, because they want to see you, if you want to try to escape or something like that. So we had to put our heads down. Yeah, try to make it.
Did anybody try to escape or what?
Yeah, I think it happened in the past, but not with my company.
It happened for me, man.
It did.
Oh, we had the first night we got there, we had 88 people all sleeping in the big open bay. When we woke up, it was only 80 people. 8 motherfuckers ran off, dude, in the middle of the night.
I'm done with this shit. It didn't even start yet. You done with it?
Didn't even start. Man. We're still in our civilian clothes, man.
Yeah, wow.
We got off the plane in Chicago, right? You go to the USO. There's a big bus of people. They take us all over there. Yeah. And all they didn't even give us a sea bag. They didn't give us a nothing. They just said, okay, here's where you guys sleeping. In the morning, you'll meet your drill instructors and blah, blah, blah. It was real late. Eight dudes just ran off, man.
They're like, they had a whole life change. Nah, I'm not gonna do this.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep here. No.
Yeah. That never happened. That never happened. Unfortunately, that never happened when I was in boot camp. But I know. Then from there, we got on the notorious yellow footprints. The Marine Corps. That once we got to the processing station. Drill instructor got up blah blah blah, yelling and all this, get the fuck up and all this shit, and we had to run off the bus and get on my yellow footprints and all this stuff, man. And that was I still remember that. It was yesterday, man. Then we all had to in process with I think it was my company, my platoon. There's 60 of us. There's 60 of us. And we all had to in processing and get all the paperwork out. Junk away, the stuff we couldn't have, and they take it, or they throw it away, or they save it until we graduate, and we get that stuff back. And from there we had to I think we had a day or two. We had to wait for our drill inspectors to come get us, and move us into our base. So and then from there, that's when everything was running gun. You know what I'm saying? Every day, man. And yeah, man, yeah, I remember like it was yesterday, man. But my boot camp experience, being young, fresh out of high school, athletic, and all that stuff, man, having a lot of energy and all that. You know what I'm saying? It was good. It was good to go for me, man. Like the PT and all that stuff, running 3 miles.
You were good? Running 3 miles, you was good?
Yeah, I was good. I was good, man. It's like,
what about the swimming?
Yeah. The swimming, that's what got me. But I passed it.
There you go.
I passed it, man. I can swim, but I'm not a strong swimmer. I get tired really fast. I don't know. It's my breathing. I just get tired and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I passed it though. And that was in the swimming part was in like week 6, week 7, the swimming part. So then you the first week is like all in process and getting to know your drill instructors, your senior drill, and your CEO, you know what I'm saying, the company commander and all that stuff. Then from there we started doing drill. We got our rifles, we got our uniforms, you know, we started doing all the drill, you know, Marine Corps, all this, you know, like
that looks sharp. Yeah.
That man, we started doing that, man. I'm gonna tell you this, man. One thing in the Marine Corps, man, they all about drill. You mess up on drill, you might get a little love tap, a little love tap. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy, but it's just all it does is instills discipline for like wartime. Like it instills disciplining, you know. And that's what I loved about it. That's what I loved about the Marine Corps, man. I wish I would have went a different route. I wish I had never gotten out, but I wish I would have went a different route. I would have probably went like special forces or something like that, but I thought I had another calling in life after the Marine.
So let's go to that, man. Take us to you making the decision to get out. Like, why'd you do that?
Man, I was just listening to the wrong people. Listening to wrong people like, hey, you could do this here, you could do this here. You know how people be like all up in your ear, hey, I can help you out when you get home and all this. And like, what are these people like? What does you say you're gonna help? Let's say you're gonna help me get this police job. That just say you're gonna have me do this and do that. Oh well, you know what I mean? And then just the fact of me being far away from home. I was stationed in Camp Pendleton when I got out. Camp California. I was stationed out there, man. Yeah, and so like I said, I was just listening to other people, not listening to myself. Not
right. And you went back home. You went to North Carolina, right?
Yeah. So living in Raleigh, North Carolina. That's when I started doing like the security jobs. Working at my first job was to actually Target. Target. Was like, Target. Good old
Target. Yeah.
Man, that was guest service, man. Dealing with a lot of snobbish people, man. It's like, I don't know what people expect when they shop at Target. Like they expect a red fucking carpet to roll out for them or something. I'm like, I dealt with a lot of snobbish people and just like it wasn't worth it, man. It's like it wasn't worth it. For me it wasn't, but I just couldn't. I didn't see myself doing that for the next like 10, 15 years and try to be a store manager or whatever. Yeah. I couldn't done that shit. So that's when I was like, okay, started going to these security jobs. One security company, I didn't like low pay. One security company, the managers are all crooked and just unreliable. And one security company I worked for called Global One Protection. Global One. They was messing up on my pay. I didn't get paid for about a month. I didn't get paid for a month. They said, I was making an excuse talking about the pay is messed up, the payroll is messed up. It's like, you can't have people working for free. You want people to work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, slavery's over, man.
Yeah, this is done. So then that was the last security company. I can name all the security companies. I'm not sure you want to name all.
I don't want you to get in trouble, man.
I'll blast all of them out, but I'm gonna keep a level here right now, man.
There you go.
Yeah, but they won't. Neither one of those companies were not for me. So that's when I made that decision to talk to an honor recruiter.
But it took a while, man. Like you were out how long again? Something like 6 or 7 years, right?
I got out May 10, 2011. I didn't come again till I joined
18.
the Army. Yeah, January 9th, 2018.
Wow,
I was out for a
yeah.
minute.
Yeah.
And and
So it was
yeah, I
tough.
mean,
It was tough those years. That's the impression I'm getting, man.
yeah, I'm reflecting
Uh-huh.
back on the hard times, bro. Like, man, it's like, I mean, I had my family there. I had my mother. My mother was there.
Mhm.
My father there. When I tell you, like, well, my father passed away in 2014,
Mhm.
but my mother was there. You know, she had my back, man, always. You
Mhm.
know, yeah, had to start living with my mom again. You know, and I was like, man, I'm a grown ass man. I'm still,
Yeah.
yeah, living with my mom, man, and it's like, it's not embarrassing, but that's what mothers do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
well, your parents, it's what parents do. It's like, yeah, man. But I had to make a change, man.
Yeah.
I had to, yeah, yeah.
So what was
Yeah.
it? Was it any one thing that happened that you were just like, I fuck it, this is the final straw, man. I'm gonna try to go back in, or what was it?
I think it's the fact about like, I think it's about probably with my ex and
Mhm.
my daughter.
Mhm.
She's just money hungry, man, money hungry, and dealing with her and trying to like see my daughter. Then I had like my mother got irritated sometimes, like I need to like do something better. Then I started like, you know, I was
Right.
like, I gotta grow the fuck up and just like I gotta do something better than this. I gotta maintain. I gotta, you know, gotta do something. So then that would put the icing on the cake right there.
Yeah.
My ex just coming at me, calling me,
Uh,
and I don't want to say him, but all
yeah,
types of
yeah, yeah.
names.
You don't gotta do that. But for people who
It's,
don't know, like people who are listening who are not veterans or never served or anything, it's it's an interesting thing to be out that long. And because I don't know about you, because I never thought I was coming back in. I thought I was done. You
yeah,
know
I
what I
had
mean?
that.
Right. So the thing is, it's weird. It's like it was like you were in a relationship. You was with this person, then you
Yeah,
decided like, hey, fuck this. I'm out of here. We're breaking up. But then
yeah,
few years later, it's like, wait, I'm sorry. I'm coming back. I didn't mean it. My bad.
yeah,
That's
man.
what it feels like, man.
Yeah, true. I mean, I'm thankful the Army took me in. You know, gave me my
Me
same
too.
rank. You know,
Me too.
I
I
was
lost
that.
rank, but I mean, I was very
Yeah,
thankful because at the time I needed it, man. I needed because I missed the camaraderie. I
mm-hmm.
always wanted to serve on the ground. Being in the Navy, I did a lot of traveling. I did all that kind of Navy
Oh yeah,
stuff, but I never got to
mm-hmm.
see, and I even volunteered to go to like Iraq and all that stuff. But they were like, nope, you can't go. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
crap. And then,
yeah.
so I wanted to do it. I wanted to get an opportunity to do that,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't. Like they sent me to Korea.
Yeah,
But now I'm old. Now I'm like, whatever. It doesn't matter to me
yeah.
now, dude.
That was what I was supposed to went to Korea, but you know, stuff happened and they sent me to Fort Bliss first. Then
Yeah,
they got I went to Korea.
that's weird. I don't know
Like,
how that happened, man.
oh yeah,
I
then
don't
they got
know.
because I guess the like with my MOS because
Uh-huh.
being a Charlie,
Charlie, yeah.
my MOS we're not supposed to be here like because it's just only 12 Bravos and 12 Novembers and it's all 12 series except 12 Charlies.
Except
It's
Charlie's.
supposed to
Okay. They don't need
be only
bridges
12.
in El Paso, I
Yeah, yeah,
guess. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. So 12 Charlies, we only got like four or five bases to choose from.
Yeah.
like like Fort Carson.
Which is a nice place though. Fort Carson, from what I heard, is nice.
Yeah, never been there, man. And Fort Leonard Wood. What's that? Fort
Leonard
Leonard Wood.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know about Leonard Wood. Yeah.
Fort Hood, yeah. Fort Hood and Fort Leonard Wood.
Hood. Oh my God, dude. Don't even mention Hood to my wife, dude. My wife is like, nope, we ain't going to Fort Hood. No. No.
Nope. Fort Hood is. It's a lot of stuff I could say, but I'm gonna wait till my last day.
Okay.
Then I would. Then I would
Yeah,
say.
I don't want to get nobody in trouble, man. Especially not me. I got a few years left till I retire, man.
Then I speak my piece,
Yeah.
But yeah, but I can't. But then again, I'm grateful that the Army took me in. I'm grateful
Same
that,
here.
so that's a positive. That's a positive side. I know when I know like when I first got in, like of course we went to basic training together, and but my first duty station was here for Bliss. Like it was pretty rough on me, man. Pretty rough. Like certain people, like you know, I had my Marine Corps patch on.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I got to the company, you think you hot shit.
Yeah.
You got your Marine Corps patch. Yeah, huh? I was like, what? Like what? Why? Who are you? Like, what do you need from me? What kind of what do you need from me? Do you want to fight?
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm like to throw down.
Yeah.
So yeah, feelings and I didn't have that help. You know, all this Army, all this terminology, because people, we going against people that's been in the Army for 6-7 years. I don't know this stuff. It's like, oh, this is not the Marine Corps. I can obviously see that. I'm in the Army uniform. Thank you, by the way. But so dealing with people like that, man, and people don't want to see you progress, but they want to throw you on.
I had a tough time too, man. When I got to that first company and everything, it was like, oh, this guy is older. He's former, Navy. I feel like no one really took me under their wing.
No.
You know, I basically got thrown into the frying pan, man, and like. You know what I mean? It was really, really hard, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a tough, my first year was real tough, man, because I was getting like yelled at for stuff like, well, you know, you're a sergeant. I'm like, yeah, but I never been in. I don't even know what the hell these acronyms are that you're talking about, man. I don't even know, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what you need me to do, explain it to me, and then I'll get it done. But like, I wasn't getting no help, man. Nothing, man.
Yeah, that's how I was at Fort Bliss, man. That's how I don't want to say the company yet. The company that I was with, or the unit, not yet.
Yeah, well, me neither. I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus, man, because you know, I do actually love the Army, man, because they changed my life. My life is a lot better. But in that first year, I had senior people that at the higher level just didn't care or were just too busy doing other stuff. At the more immediate level, working with me, were like, I guess in a way, I'm gonna have to say that they were lazy, because they just didn't want to have to train an NCO. They're like, man, I'm not. I got these other guys who are more junior than him, who've been in like 3-4 years, know what they're doing. So I'm not even gonna worry about it, because I can have these guys do it. And then the junior guys who knew their shit, because they've been together for like 3-4 years, they saw me like why am I gonna help this guy out? Because I'm helping him promote when I should be promoted. I should be the sergeant, not him. You know what I'm saying? So I was just, like, it just stuck like Chuck, man.
Right here, man. Just stuck.
Yeah.
But it was about the first like 4 or 5 months. Had to deal with negative stuff, you know, and they did a lot of moving around in that unit. Then I started gaining some respect, you know, like try to get back on my PT and all that stuff, and try to lead, because you got to lead from the front, you know. Try to lead the soldiers. Then actually one of my leadership, he was an E6. He saw like, oh man, he came up to me. He said, hey man, I thought you was a piece of shit. I thought you was this and that. But I saw you out there with the soldiers, getting dirty, getting physical, and getting, like, you know. He's like, I respect you for that. I was like, thanks for judging me ahead of time, but hey, I appreciate it. Yeah. The one thing in the Army, they got a knack for judging people before before you get to work. That's another thing I don't like. But the Army itself, the Army as a whole, I love it. You know. But yeah, I started gaining respect around that year, my first unit, and everything started getting better. And like my first sergeant, my CO, all awesome, 2 awesome guys, man.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah, 2 awesome guys, man. First sergeant looked out for me, man. He gave me words of wisdom, told me, hey, son, Rob, you need to do this, you need to do that. Hey, I'm just throwing it out there for you. I was like, appreciate it, first sergeant, you know. So
in that way, the leadership, you think, in the Army was a lot different than the Marines? Because I know for me in the Navy, it was a lot different.
It's off and on. But I know my unit in the Marine Corps, man, it's like the leadership is pretty strict, man. It's like put out a task and this, and it shoots down all the way down.
Mhm.
Get it done. If you don't get it done, we're gonna be here all night, or we're gonna continue this until we get it done. That's why my mind was trained to do. We get the agenda for the day, what needs to be done, time frame, lunch breaks, and all this stuff. Get it done. Go home. Everyone's happy. Then start the next day. Army, some units, the units, I don't know. It's sometimes be a shit show. Some days it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
So
yeah, let's not bash the Army, man.
Yeah.
Because like we said, like I think people could think that we're trying to. I think that the thing is that we're older. We served before. Yes, there wasn't different branches, and for me, it's like when I see something messed up, I kind of feel like I have to say something. But when you say something, people can be like, well, this is not the Marines, this is not the Navy. You know what I mean? It's like, look, I'm not. It's not about that. It's just about that. Can we make things better? Can we? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where the idea comes from. Every organization. Because trust me, when I was in the Navy, I was saying bad things about the Navy. Yeah. It's just that everyone's a critic. Everyone has an opinion. You know what I mean? So like it doesn't matter where it is or what's going on. If I see something, especially if you ask me, I'm gonna be like, okay, look, you could do it this way. I don't know if it's right or wrong.
Yeah, true. So yeah.
All right, so you come back in, man. You were out, you joined the Marines, you were out for a while. You come back in, we talked about that. But now you're about to get out, man. What's going on, man?
What happened with that, man, it's like a PT session over when I was at Fort Bliss, my first assignment over here. I got injured trying to keep up with the younger soldiers. It was like doing was racing and stuff, and I heard something that popped in the back of my foot. And
not good.
Yeah, and I tried to tough it out, but I couldn't, and I had to like go to the hospital. I had to go to the once I had to set an appointment. Once I set the appointment up, the doctor he wanted me to go to the hospital to get a second look, and come to find out, like it was like a tendon, everything was like torn, and I had a bone sticking out my heel, man. But man,
so you're getting out for medical reasons now.
Yeah.
Okay. Medical reasons. You think you would have stayed in though, like if you didn't have the injury and stuff?
Yeah, I would have stayed in, try to do like probably 8 more years.
Okay.
I'll try to stay, but yeah, that they made the recommendation of med board. I was like, hey, what about a second surgery? They said, well, it's a slim chance that I couldn't, it's a slim chance that it's not gonna heal.
Get hurt again or something. Yeah.
Yeah, if I have a second surgery on that same, I was like, so yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
But are you more ready this time? Are you more prepared? Because it seemed like you thought you had like ideas and stuff that was going to work the first time.
No, but this time I'm more prepared.
Okay.
More prepared this time. I was already like looking for jobs. Like I said, I got a job lined up already at a prison. They work alongside the U.S. Marshals, so it's pretty good benefits. So well prepared this time than I was when I got out the Marine Corps. Marine Corps was a little bit still childish, Mm-hmm. Now I'm old.
You were younger,
more mature, and everything I want to do or everything I have planned, I'm gonna get it done. I don't have like negative things going through my head or people being, hey, don't do this.
Bad energy or something like that.
Yeah. You don't need, all positive vibes, and So this time I'm on a good ship this time. Everything's gonna be good.
I'm happy for you, man. Let's pivot into some other stuff, man, like politics and race and all this, because this has been crazy these last few years in the United States, man. And I'm glad that I'm asking you, not just as you're a black man, I'm Puerto Rican, but it's beyond that, man, because we served in 2 different branches. And I think when you serve, if you grow up in a big city, I get it. Like you're usually mixed up with a lot of different people, but a lot of America, like in the middle, it's a little bit more segregated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if you join the military, now you get all mixed up. You get different points of views. Yeah. You start seeing all kinds of crazy stuff. So for you, like what's going on? Because in North Carolina, a lot of race stuff popped off, man.
Yeah, it's been like that.
It's been
North
like
Carolina been
that.
like that. Yeah,
Oh
now
man.
it's news. It's in the news more than news
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
North Carolina always been separated.
Yeah.
Confederate type stuff. Always been like that, man. In my hometown where I'm from, it's like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't broadcast it, like, but we know,
It's the
we
South
know.
too, man. I've never,
Yeah,
I haven't spent a lot of time in the South, but people tell me like it's there, like you could see it.
yeah, you can feel it, man. You can
Feel
feel
it.
that energy, man. Like when you go in like restaurants or you go in like certain stores, like, man, did he want me here?
Yeah.
Everyone spend money. Everyone's just got the same money.
The money's green, right? Yeah.
Feel it. You can feel that, man. And my hometown is still like that, man.
It's
I don't think.
segregated like blacks on one side, whites on the other side, or
Well, it's 50-50.
yeah.
It's 50. You got because you got a neighborhood. You got neighborhoods that like mostly white people
Uh-huh.
or like doctors that come from out of town stay in this one neighborhood with all these big ass houses and drive these nice ass cars. And then on the other side of town, you got all these. I hate to talk about my hometown, but I'm just speaking the truth. Got all these fucked up houses, just black and some Hispanic folks, But you can totally see. You go to my hometown right now, you will see like, oh wow, now I see what he was talking about. All these big ass nice, just white people.
Yeah.
And now more downtown and like more out in the country, just black people,
right?
Some Hispanic. So you can see that.
Yeah.
There, and it's in our face, man.
Yeah. So I mean, you're an older guy, man. I mean, I'm older than you, but you're you've been around, right? So when you were growing up in the days, let's say like high school days, right? Growing around, because I think at high school age is when you're not an adult, but you understand the things that adults are talking about at high school, but you just getting put on, right? But then, so I want you to think about it then when you were in high school compared to like the last time you went back there. Do you sense any kind of difference, or is it still like just exactly the same?
I mean, it's probably. I know when I was in high school, because I went to two high schools. I went to a black high school. Then my mother and father moved to across the bridge, which is and that's when I went to I went to all black high school my 9th grade year. In my 10th, 11th, my senior year, I went to this all like predominantly white school, and it had a few black people, Hispanic people there, but predominantly white, I went there. And I was playing football and all this stuff, I never really noticed it, or I never really paid attention to it because I was playing football, trying to, and then everyone's friendly, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's scoring touchdowns and shit, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Scoring touchdowns, I'm trying to make the school look better. Everyone's friendly, man. Oh, good job out there, Rob. Good job. Like. Yeah. And I guess I never really paid attention to it in high school because of that, but because my mind was like fogged with, and I'm trying to make it up out of there, because I don't want to be the rest of my life. Trying to make it up out of it, man. And
but did you notice a difference like between, because you went to a black high school first and then you went over to a white? Did you see a big difference?
The education quality,
yeah.
Education wise, and like certain classes that this all white high school I went to, they had like electronics. I was in electronics class. I was like, we didn't have this.
Nah, they had
I take electronics class and wood shop. Fucking wood shop. Like, what? That's a class? Like, yeah, it's a credit. I would take it.
Right.
We didn't at the all black high school. We don't have classes like that. Why is that? Why? No one can answer that. You know what I mean? So that's why I saw a difference right there, and like the teachers compared to teachers from. I mean, you have white people at the all black high school, and they built a school there in my hometown. They built a school there like white people, I guess, because I have so much to say, man. I want to piss somebody off.
All right.
But I want. Well, I'm going to say it. I'm gonna say it. If someone pissed off, they could come at me. I don't care. You got these white people that come from out of the state or wherever they from that want to help out like black people or poor black people in this small town to make themselves feel like they doing something, like they changing the fucking world. Like they, oh wow, like they, you know what I mean? I seen that shit, and yeah, then they focus on certain black people too, man.
Oh yeah.
They see the ones that sell further. They don't try to help the ones that stuck. Like, hey, I'm stuck, help me out. They don't see that. They understand that either their parents already involved in some local government type stuff, or you know what I mean?
Right.
I dealt with all that stuff, man. Growing up and shit, and you know, that shit to this day, shit still pisses me the fuck off, bro. Yeah. All this stuff pisses. That's why I got a lot of anger about that stuff, man. Cause I know my mom and dad worked hard, man, to keep food on the table for me and my sister every day. Never heard them complain about nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I had to get it, man. I had to get it, and yeah. But today when I go home, like I'm older and mature, I can see people don't try to hide it no more.
No.
That's how racism and all that shit. Or some people are brazen enough to say, hey, I fucking don't like you. I hate you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people and yeah.
I think we got a lot of work to do, man. I think that you know, I grew up in the North, and you know, a lot of people just kind of think that you know there's no racism, you know, like in the North. It's just different, man. It's just a different type of racism. Where in the South, it's kind of like, yo, it is what it is, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
black, white, you over there.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it, man. But
and for me, I think that part of it, you know, it's really not about race in my perspective. It's really about like, I need to get mines, and to get mines, I need to stop you from getting yours. Yep. I think that's really what racism is about, right? Because you know, if you watch like the Jackie Robinson movie, you know what the player said. If we start hiring, you know, black guys, or maybe he said the N-word, I don't remember. That's taking jobs away from white guys. And I think that's really why racism comes down to. It's like, look, we can all eat off this plate, but your piece is gonna be like this. But if we push these other motherfuckers over here, then my piece could be this big. You know what I mean? I think that's really why. If you break down racism, I think that's what it's all about, man.
And trying to stay ahead of a certain race, try to excel further, man. But it's still like that, man. You gotta look at all the high schools, like white high schools, and all these top colleges. Then you go to these black colleges, man, these HBCUs. You'll see a difference, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. You see a difference. Like
I need to travel the South more, man. I do.
Yeah.
That's like the one part of the United States I really know, because I lived on the East Coast. I lived on the West Coast. I spent a lot of time in the Midwest, like Wisconsin and Illinois and stuff like that. But the South, like North Carolina,
Virginia.
Georgia, Virginia, even Virginia, Texas, you know.
Yeah. Virginia all down, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I'm from, man, and I had to deal with it, you know. But it's gonna take a lot to solve it, or not even to try to alleviate it, or you know, it's never gonna be fixed. It's gonna be like that, man, forever.
Probably. All right, but hey, let me let you go there because I got some stuff going on at home, bro. But let's do this again, brother.
Okay, hey, I'm down, man. Appreciate it.